I think we're live. We're live,
Yep.
everyone. Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back with a new stream. And that is right, we are live on this beautiful November 14th, 2024. I hope everyone's having a phenomenal day, night, afternoon, midnight, wherever you are in the world. I'm starting out a great day myself. And we are joined by Mr. Luke in Real Texan Politics.
Yo,
Hello.
what's up?
The usual suspects. Yeah, so there's a lot to get to, and I know, listen, there's a lot to get to with the Alex Jones, with congressional stuff, cabinet picks. There's a lot to get to. We'll be one of those streams, but first, before we get into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Again, these are all great ways to support the daily content, and if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or just want to support the channel even further, best way is sending super chats via the chat. Again, I'll read through as much of chat as possible, but usually super chat's the best way to get your questions answered. And here's something I want to talk about real quick. I have a subscriber goal. I'm trying to reach 24,000 subs by the end of the year. I think we can do it. We're currently at 23,659. So subscribe, share
I
with
think
your
if we try,
friends.
we could get 25K. We could try to up
Yeah.
that to 25K.
How about this? How about this?
potentially.
25K by the end of the year. Let's do that, guys. Subscribe.
And then
Get your friends
make a
subscribe.
promo, and then do like a gaming stream or
Well,
something.
I
if
got
you
a
hit
Halo
some-
stream I got to do eventually, but we'll see.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, 25,000
Ooh.
subs, and I'll do something. Subscribe.
Maybe bring back Rapcraft. We'll see.
Well, I'm talking to something about that one, but yeah, we'll see. Subscribe. Share with your friends. Get your friends and family to subscribe. 25,000 subs. I don't think it's that difficult. I don't really think it's that
I
difficult.
think we can do it.
I think it's
Look,
very...
if Rap can grind out like as many videos as he does for you guys can sub.
Yes,
That's
that's
simple.
real. All right, nobody for 5. You should do an alternate history scenario of Trump winning the 2020 election. Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, we should bring those back. I can help you with those actually if you want like some help like
We'll see.
getting the timeline. Yeah, I could definitely help you with
We'll
those.
see with that one. All right. So we got to talk about... Hold on. Aaron Ratliff for 2. Rip Infowars. Yeah, F's the chat for Alex Jones. Let's talk about that first because that's ridiculous. I mean, listen. We can't talk too much about it because he's still very, how do you say this? Very polarizing figure. But this whole situation's a joke. It's a mockery of the
They're
legal system.
trying to shut him down.
Yeah.
We can't let him do it.
Yeah, so apparently the Onion bought it. What?
I don't think that's real.
No, no, it's real.
No, it is. It's real. They put it up for auction, and then the person who put up the most money gets it. So
Well,
the
that's
Onion
not what
did it.
happened, actually. There's where things get kind of very suspicious. I can't show the video, obviously, but the Onion bought it. The Onion actually bought it, and it wasn't even the biggest bid. Apparently, it was not the biggest bid.
So they just gave it to the Onion, basically.
Yeah.
I wonder what the Onion's gonna do with it,
They're
though.
making a
To be
parody
honest,
website. That's what they're gonna do.
I see.
Nick Dow has joined
So
the
there's
channel.
probably
Thanks so
gonna be.
much.
That's unfortunate because there's probably a bunch of boomers who don't pay that close attention that are gonna still be going on the website.
Yeah,
Are gonna
and they really
that
think it's still
true
like
now.
ran by Alex Jones.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they bought the Onion bought it, which by the way I thought they were bankrupt. How do they have money? How? Like, does anyone?
They always find a way to get money. The Onion.
I know, but like, they've been bankrupt like 5 times, but they bought it. Really?
I should also mention the Onion has also said that its exclusive launch advertiser will be every town for gun safety,
Oh gosh, this crap.
which basically means that Infowars is probably about to be a left wing news
Yeah,
site.
it's gonna be a parody. It's gonna make fun of like conspiracy theorists or something.
I thought the Onion kind of made fun of both sides.
Well, no, they've gone off the rails the past 10
Yeah,
years.
they're very left. They're very liberal biased now.
I think they started in Madison, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
They've basically, I guess, been at war with Babylon B.
Yeah, that explains it.
Oh damn!
K-Cup for 2.
I
Now,
wouldn't really call the Babylon Bee very funny. It's kind of
I mean, it's
very boomer.
there's some funny stuff, but yeah, it's mostly.
And weren't
cringe.
they big for DeSantis? They were
Yeah,
like
they're
super
people who DeSantis
DeSantis
people.
shows.
So, K-Cup for 2. Now, how will we get our the lizard people updates? Oh gosh. Yeah, yeah. People were saying chat's be unfunny, liberal slop. It's just you're gonna make fun of like Alex Jones 24/7. But these
The
idiots,
funniest thing to come out of it, though, is just going to be boomers believing it who don't
yeah,
know
they're
about
gonna
that.
think it's
What
all
happened.
real. But it's like I don't know.
That'll
Again,
be that'll be the funniest thing to come out of it.
yeah, again, you don't have to like him, but like what they're doing to him is bullshit. That is ridiculous.
Hmm.
That is just insane.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even the highest bidder, and like apparently it was like it was a private auction. It's like this sounds very suspicious. That's one way to put it.
Okay, I gotta head out.
All right.
So it was good being on.
Well,
We
thank
got
you.
more engagement bait on Twitter. Insert celebrity here refuses to perform at Trump's inauguration.
Oh gosh, that's a thing now.
Yeah,
I mean, there's not much to talk about right now. So people were like, "Oh, quick, we got to find
yeah,
something to get beta."
yeah, yeah. Because I think before it was like insert celebrity here is leaving the country if Trump wins. Of course, they had nothing to verify it.
No, I thought it was like this celebrity endorsed Harris or whatever or Trump.
Yeah, probably.
All
So for
right,
this one, it's like Elton John and Lady Gaga. Or actually, they call it Laga Gaga.
that's cringe. All right, so we got to talk about the okay. There's okay. Let's get into it because there's a lot to talk about today. We have breaking news apparently. Apparently, the ethics report's going to be leaked. It sounds like someone got it and they're going to leak it. Unbelievable. Let me find it. Where is it? Yeah, so it looks like that someone has the ethics report. So yeah, they got Gaetz out of there, and they said they're not going to release it. But apparently, some Democrat staffers got, or I don't know who, I should say that. Someone got the report, and they're going to leak it. Isn't that very illegal?
Wait, hold on. What now?
So you know, Matt Gaetz, he resigned because
Yeah.
they had that stupid ethics report coming out, and that's dropped.
Mhm.
But now, someone has the report, and they're going to leak it today.
Okay, well.
Let me pull it up. I think Eric Daughtry reported that. Yeah, he did. Where are you at? Yeah. So Eric Daughtry is reporting that. Hold on. Yeah. So, report. The damaging ethics report on Matt Gaetz is set to leak soon. It was supposed to remain under wraps because he's no longer congressman. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, when it's an ethics report and he just left, I thought they couldn't release it. But now they're just going to say, we can release it. We can release it no matter what. Doesn't matter. But again, I'm not saying that the report's going to be bad. I'm assuming it's going to be pretty bad. But this seems very illegal. This seems very illegal to, release a report that's supposed to be under wraps like this. I don't know. Again, I can't confirm I'm not a lawyer, but this seems very illegal. So, yeah, it's illegal, but if a Democrat does it, then it's okay. Yeah, it's gonna be some staffer. Just like the Supreme Court stuff. Which, did they ever figure out who leaked it? The Supreme Court stuff?
No, and they never will.
That's stupid.
Okay, Alex Jones actually did confirm that the Onion bought it.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah, I didn't see that before. Okay, yeah, I don't.
That's a scam.
Because usually, because all I thought was the article, and I thought that was fake. But
Well, no, it's actually real. Of all people to buy it, the Onion. Matt Travis for 2. Chances Gaetz is confirmed. I don't trust the rhinos. Well, what I think's gonna happen is if Trump can't get him through the Senate, he'll just do a recess appointment for him. Like Luke was saying, like more than likely, people like Rubio, they're gonna get in easily. Like, didn't like 3 Democrats already say they're gonna vote for Rubio? So I mean, the Secretary of State's dealt with. A couple other ones are probably done with it too, like Stefanik.
Rubio's probably the one bipartisan one, I guess.
Yeah, that's the easiest one. But Gaetz, I don't know. I think Gaetz does have.
That will have to go for recess appointment. He will not have the votes. There is
I
a
don't think he
guarantee.
does.
He's guaranteed to not have the votes.
Which is dumb, but that's the Republican majority we got. But
In fact, it'd probably be by a landslide that he would not get confirmed.
But this is a weird scenario where it's like, Trump had to know this, right? He had to know that he didn't have the votes. But
Well, I think part of it is that he might honestly try. He might actually have, maybe he tries to get it through a vote first, just to expose the rhinos, and then maybe he'll go for recess appointment later on.
that might be the play. He just like, okay, let's ram you through the Senate, see what happens. And if it doesn't work, we know who the target then.
And I think he might do that the same for Tulsi.
Yeah, I think so too. But I still have a gut feeling that Tulsi's going to make it through. Because it's not foreign policy. So it's just the DNI. So I think
I
Tulsi
don't.
got it.
Well, apparently the Reagan caucus also basically said no to her.
Yeah, well, who cares about them?
Yeah, I know they're an online they're an online Harris group. So
Yeah, no one cares. Dylan Hanneman for 2. Is Matt Gaetz a
No, he's not.
I don't think so. The evidence I've
No.
seen is like garbage, so I don't think so. It's a lot of, at best, it's circumstantial. The rest is just bullshit. So, K Cup for 2. The Onion bought Infowars article by the Babylon Bee. Well, no, that's a real thing. They actually bought it. Of all people to buy it, it was the Onion, which again I thought they didn't even exist anymore, but I guess they do somehow. Somehow they exist to this day. But is a Reagan caucus a real thing? Probably. Is it a real thing, or are you kidding?
I don't think it's not in a house, but it's like
Oh,
I
one
mean,
of
it
those
sounds like
shitty
something that
organizations.
yeah, it's just an organization. I
Oh,
mean, it
so it's
sounds like
like,
it sounds like something that'd be in the House or the Senate, but no.
all right. But yeah, so Matt Gaetz did resign. For those that live in Iraq, he did resign last night, which came out of nowhere. Like, we heard nothing about this. Like, we heard Gaetz was the attorney general for Trump, but we didn't hear that he was going to do this. But in hindsight, it does make sense. And there's a lot of people panicking right now. Like, Sean Spicer. Like Sean Spicer saying, he just posted this earlier. Full disclosure, I did not take math in college, but Stefanik, Waltz, and Gaetz. House Republicans currently have 220, 218 for a majority. There's people like this panicking. Well, some people I think are misunderstanding how the House actually works. When there is like a vacancy, it lowers the threshold. That's what some people got to understand. It lowers the threshold. It doesn't just stay at 218. If there's a vacancy like in Gaetz' seat, it just makes the threshold one less seat. So it's instead of like 218, it's 217 for majority. And some people are not understanding that. They just think, oh, it stays the same. It doesn't. So people are panicking about that, and yeah, just a time history for 10. He could threaten primary. He could threaten the primary of the senators if they don't support Trump's picks to keep them in line. Well, Musk already said he's going to do that. Musk already said that if they don't fall in line, they're gone. But yeah, so even then, like, are we gonna even lose any of these specials? Like, is there any chance we lose Stefanik's seat? That's the only one that might be the closest. But I don't see how we lose that seat.
Probably so. It's because that's New York, but like Florida, absolutely not.
Yeah, you're talking about Florida, and then yeah, Stefanik's seat's the closest just because it is upstate New York. But even then, I highly doubt that's gonna magically flip. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Now,
if
Trump were to choose like a swing seat representative, then yeah, we'd be in trouble. But
is he gonna nominate? Like, who would he nominate? Like a swing state? Like who?
I don't know. Honestly, probably no.
I don't know either.
Yeah, so I'm looking at Stefanik's district. So it's a PVI of R+9, which you can't go off PVI. That's
PVI is useless.
A recent election result. What was her last race?
I thought she win by like 20 last time.
She won by 20. Yeah, she won by 20. That's combined with Republican and Conservative.
But yeah, so people are just throwing a hissy fit about this, like, oh, we're taking too many House seats. And again, I understand the concern, like, you don't want to take too much. Because you run the risk
I think technically 18, but yeah.
Yeah. But like, I understand there's some concern where it's like, if you take too many House seats, well, you run the risk of not only just losing some of these seats by some miracle, which I don't think you will, but you get some shitty Republicans replace someone. Someone like Gaetz. You run the risk of like somehow what's his name? Dimmick?
Yeah.
Like you run the risk of that bozo getting his seat. So I understand there's some concern, but to me it just seems like that we're not going to lose any of these House seats. And even then, it's like we still got the majority. Maybe we'll have a small one for the first like week or so of Congress, but I I don't really see this changing much. So, Dilly Bod for 10. Trump could also do a recess appointment if they don't confirm his choices, which I think is going to do that. I don't see why he wouldn't, but American Nerd for 5. So if Gaetz doesn't get the votes but gets the recess appointment, does that mean he gets to stay in as the Attorney General for Trump's term, or will he be replaced? I honestly don't know how that works. Real text, do you know? How does the recess appointment actually work?
I actually don't, to be completely honest.
I know it's just he could declare recess and he could appoint someone, but I don't know if that's a temporary thing or not. I thought it was. I can't confirm that for sure, but all I know is Trump is going to be abusing the living shit out of that thing. He is going to be using the recess appointment a ton this term. Because he's not going to get it through, like, Murkowski or Collins. He's just not. So, he's going to be using it way more than... Really, I don't think... Did Biden use a recess appointment this cycle at all? He might have.
No, I don't think so.
It's like...
By the way, I think I got something to share here.
What?
Butler County, Pennsylvania, actually moved left.
What? Hold up.
This is actually legit. Butler County, Pennsylvania, moved 0.3% to the left from 2020.
I don't believe you.
I'm looking at New York Times.
New York Times. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's running really shitty. Holy crap, New York Times running pretty bad today.
All right,
Oh my gosh,
send
it's
it.
running like shit. Okay, we can't use it. It's worthless today.
I'll send it.
Running like shit. Running like absolute garbage. Oh my gosh, it actually did swing Democrat. What? There it is. Yep.
Yeah,
Butler County shifted 0.3% Democrat. Of all places that shifted Democrat, Butler County. And I thought that was going to be the one county that had a big shift to the right. I really thought there was going to be like a big swing in Butler County. But no. Butler, Pennsylvania swung Democrats. I mean,
probably. I don't know. Maybe it's gun control or something.
Maybe they just got maxed out there.
It might be maxed out.
But even that Westmoreland shifted right. Even Greene County. Bro, this is actually real. It actually shifted Democrats. Wow. Just wow. I really thought this would have like a 10-point shift to the right. Didn't even Fetterman say that? Like Fetterman said, like, yeah, Trump has like a unique appeal to Pennsylvania now. Like,
yeah, he did.
But of all counties, that's fun. Let's see here. Trump maxed out his 2020 vote share. That's my guess. He must have maxed it out in Butler, but didn't max out in Greene or Westmoreland. I mean, maybe, I guess. Trump did horrendous in the suburbs. What? What are you talking about?
He did better, except outside of Atlanta, but those are just...
Well, even then, the northern suburbs shifted right. It was the southern ones that shifted left.
Yeah, because, the southern ones are the black suburbs.
Yeah. So that's the ones that he did bad in, but outside of that, he did better in Nova. He did better in the swamp. But oh, tell me they did worse in the suburbs.
Oh, they still trended left. Yeah, but let's...
Butler's trending left. That's real. How did Butler, Pennsylvania, after witnessing the biggest horrors in human history, shifted left? Well, I don't know. Again, it's probably got maxed out, and it's nothing conspiratorial about it. Just it got maxed out for Trump, probably. That's the easiest explanation. He just doesn't have any more votes.
Okay, I just got this update from California, New York Times. This is from a data reporter.
Yes.
Vote counting in California typically takes a while, obviously.
Wow.
Many voters cast ballots by mail, which are allowed to arrive up to a week after the election if postmarked by Election Day. Voters may also cure ballots that have errors like a missing signature. And counties are not required to finish counting quickly. They have 30 days to finalize their tallies.
What? How many?
They have a month. By California law.
They have a month.
So they can hire the laziest people and get away with it.
I don't believe you. It's actually a month?
I'm literally reading it right now.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I
So hold up. What's even left in California? It's 84% in for California. 84%.
apparently they're done in Kern County, which is Bakersfield. It actually did move like 10 points to the right.
Let's see here. It looks like the northern part of the state's almost done. Looks like it. K Cup for 5. I was thinking how Obama's legacy is all but dead. What political pull will Trump have after he leaves office? How involved will he be, do you think? I think he retires. I think he goes around to Reagan, where he just gets out of the
He's good.
spotlight.
He's probably now. I think he's going to continue rallying.
No,
He
well,
won't.
I don't know. Yeah, I should
He's
say
got to make sure that his grip on the party is still,
yeah, but
somewhat
I should say
existing.
Reagan. It's more like he's gonna take a big step back, though. I think.
Now, granted, Trump's going to spend a lot more time golfing, but
Oh yeah, and like with his family.
yeah.
Um, let's see. Recess appointments are temporary and last length of the Senate session 2 years. The appointees have the same pay and powers as confirmed by the Senate. Oh, really? It's 2 years? Oh, well, do that then for everyone. He'd be like Reagan at 92 speaking for Bush. I wouldn't go that far. That was brutal. For those that don't know, look up his speech in 92. That was bad. I don't think it's gonna be that bad, but it's gonna be one of those things where he's still gonna do like a couple rallies here and there, or just show up to a couple of them, but I don't think he's really gonna be a big player. As big as he is now, obviously. I think it's gonna be like Vance and Musk that are take over. Or who's the third person? Who's like a third person to like take over? Trying to think. Because it's gonna be Musk, Vance, and someone else probably. All right. Why are they counting the votes in California? Well, there's some House races left. Which, by the way, Michelle Steele's cooked. She's done.
He's technically still in the lead though, but
I don't see how she can win. Right now, she's up by 300 votes. But it is Orange County that's left, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a lot of Orange County left, but we don't know what that is. If that's the what city is it?
um, in the district.
Yeah, in 45.
Yeah, there's Garden Grove, which is
That's what
very
it is.
Vietnamese. There's probably other cities as well that are very Vietnamese
That's the main one
too.
though, and I don't think that's gonna go good for Steele whatsoever. So, but yeah, so I think Michelle Steele's cooked. John Duarte, he pulled off a freaking miracle. This guy, hold up, let me pull up this. Let me pull this up. What's the account called? Gotta find it because there's an update out of Duarte's district, and by some ungodly miracle, he gained. Let me find this. Here it is. Yep. Where are you at? Sorry, chat. Give me a second. Yeah, right here. Yeah, for those that don't know, these votes are supposed to be more Democrat. And by some unholy miracle, Duarte gained. And San Joaquin, that's how you say it, which is the Democrat part of the district. He gained in the last update. So, yeah, it looks like Duarte's gonna hold on. It looks like Duarte's got it. Which, I mean, what would that make it? That's 220 then. Bigots is gonna probably win. So that's 221 if we assume Steele goes down. Which, I mean, it's still a majority, but wanted more. If that's the case, our House majority looks like it will be the exact same. Yeah, what is it right now? 221?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be 221. I mean, technically it's 222, but when Steele goes down, it's 221.
Yeah. So, I mean, that we gained nothing. Despite Trump cooking up, God knows how many House seats he won. Like, I want to know. He probably won freaking 230 of them. Despite that,
We basically had no net gains, or we may have had a net loss. I'm not sure, but
we'll see. It comes down to Steele, which I think she's done, and it's Steele, Duarte, and Bigich. Like they got two of them are gonna win. I think Duarte's got it. I'm just looking here. What's left? Fresno's still outstanding, which is Republican this cycle. Yeah, I think he's got it. I don't think there's
Fresno,
enough votes.
I mean, I feel like Fresno could be one that's kind of like Trump on the top, and then Democrat for the rest.
No. Duarte's winning Fresno right now.
Oh well, okay, yeah.
But is that part of the district or what? I don't know. That could be just part of the county. I think it is because you have the 21st. So it could be. I don't know for sure. But chat, can someone check, is this all of Fresno or just part of it? I assume it's just part of it. K-Cup for 5. I don't know rap in Reagan's 92 speech. He said, I'll follow the advice of the nominee. Don't inhale. That moment is golden, ironic for Bill. Well, Reagan was just clearly not himself in 92.
Yeah, I mean, he got diagnosed with Alzheimer's 2 years later. She was probably already showing early signs of it.
He probably had it in his second term. He did. So.
And I think Biden probably very soon after leaving office, we will probably.
Oh yeah, they're gonna diagnose him with it.
We will probably get confirmation of dementia or Alzheimer's or something.
Which is just the fact they probably know about it and they didn't do anything about it is just sad. But...
Which also means that if he, stayed the nominee and somehow got elected to a second term,
he would. I mean, Reagan, I think, had it in his second term, but I don't know. It is 221. Remember, Republicans lost Sanchez's seat. Well, yeah, I mean, the fact that we're gonna have 221 again, is that the new meme? Where it's like, the Electoral College is gonna be 306. Well, actually, no, it's not. Trump won 312. But the House be 222. Or 221.
Yeah, so I guess that means that the next midterm, Democrats will get 221 seats.
But that means Republicans gain the Senate. That's the new laws of the midterms. We gain the Senate. For whatever reason. Is one of the Ohio districts...
Democrats had a net gain of 1. Actually, we technically had a net gain of, 3. And then...
They gained couple, somehow.
And then we'll probably get a net gain of 1 next time with Georgia, Brian Kemp.
So right now, Decision Desk is saying there's no net gain in the House. That's what they're saying, plus 0 seats for both sides.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So yeah, it looks like it's be 221. Which, again, that is pathetic.
So, yeah, thank you, North Carolina.
Well, North Carolina saved us, yeah. They did.
North Carolina single-handedly saved us from basically a 1-seat majority.
If that. But yeah, so let's see. Yeah, so also there's a couple House seats we should have won in the South, but because of the Supreme Court not doing anything, and the fact that these states did nothing, there should be like 5 Republican seats here. We should be even with this bullshit and even with the that current majority, it should be 225 right now. Just in the South alone. There's like 4 or 5 seats that should be Republican, but they're not. So, it's a disaster. And I think Mark Robinson did hurt us in the first. I mean, Don Davis got below 50. Don Davis was below 50% in North Carolina first. Again, these are ones that we should have won, but we didn't. Just pathetic. Piss poor. Mark Robinson got screwed. No, he screwed us over. He didn't get screwed. He screwed us over. I don't feel bad for him. He can just... If he runs again... I mean, will he? I don't think so, but...
I mean, I do kind of feel bad. I mean, he had a lot of potential, and then you had old stories that came out about him.
I feel bad for the sense that... Hold up. We have breaking news. We got breaking news on New York City.
Oh, boy.
A high-rise building in Manhattan's on fire.
Oh, that's not good.
Yep, we got breaking news. Let me pull this up. Yep, that's what people are reporting. We get some on stream. Yep, we got breaking news on New York City. Yep, there's a high-rise building on fire. Glitch EV for 2. The high-rise building in Manhattan is on fire. Yep, we just saw it. Yep, it's official. There's something on fire. Oh, boy. That is not good. Can we get any confirmation? What building is this? Anyone know?
It's probably just a random like office building or apartment building or
I'm
something.
guessing,
Might be
yeah.
an office building.
So there's no conspiracy stuff yet. Chat, don't start with that. Come on. we barely, we have nothing on this yet. It's more than likely just a fire. More than likely. But yeah, we'll watch the situation. But yeah, it looks like there is a building on fire. It's confirmed. No clue. Guess it's developing. Yeah, it looks like it's developing.
By the way, actually, Patrick Webb just I guess this might be breaking news. I'm not sure.
What?
Actually, Patrick Webb, that might be fake news, but I could be wrong.
What?
Let me send it here. So, newly nominated Attorney General Matt Gaetz presented President Trump with a conspiracy theory about MSNBC's Joe Scarborough offing to staff her while in the Oval Office, according to Alyssa Farrah Griffin. Now, Alyssa Farrah Griffin's a massive leftist, so
what?
I wouldn't be. Yeah, that's probably fake news.
Yeah, that's probably fake news. I don't believe that.
I mean, either from Patrick Webb, who's I think kind of I think he kind of exaggerates a lot of the stuff he says, and then Alyssa Farrah Griffin's a leftist, so
What the hell? The Joe Scarborough of all people? Who cares what that clown has to say? Who cares?
Oh yeah, Alyssa Farrah Griffin's a View host.
Well, yeah, everyone knows that. I mean, that might be the most schizophrenic thing I've seen all day. Matt Gaetz was secretly working behind closed doors to present Joe Scarborough with a conspiracy. Like, really? That's what these people are focused on? Really? Alright. K-Cub for 5. Man, New York City has a lot of issues for the amount of Avengers, X-Men, and a few DC heroes and Ninja Turtles that are protecting them, apparently. Yeah, they have all that stuff, but nothing's helping them. That's real. Yeah, so I'm not hearing anything else about this fire yet.
John Curtis, I think he put out a statement about here's a statement from John Curtis I just saw. I'm honored to serve as Utah's newest U.S. Senator. As I step into this role, I'm ready to lead on the tough issues, reforming Social Security, tackling the national debt, and advancing a conservative, common sense approach to energy and climate.
That's what Curtis said. Climate? Yeah. That's what he's focused on. A Republican from Utah, one of the most Republican states in the country, is focused on climate change.
Really? Yeah, I guess. All right.
Are you?
I mean, I feel like at best he's just going to be a bland party line vote, but
this guy sucks. Unbelievable. Yeah. Jackson Bass for 2 with breaking. The View will be hiring a pro-Trump person. I saw that. Which is funny, but
wait, they actually will?
Yeah, they said they're going to hire someone that's pro-Trump.
Does that just mean they're bringing back Meghan McCain or something?
Probably. American Nerd for 5. Breaking. Special counsel Jack Smith has requested that the court throw out his appeal against Trump and Mar-a-Lago classified documents case. Yeah, all those cases got thrown out. All of them got thrown out, or the majority of them did, I should say. So that's a good thing. It needed to happen. It was a waste of time, waste of money. I mean, seriously, did they really think that was going to do anything? Like, seriously? You wasted all that time and money just for it to be thrown out. Like, nothing. Let's see. Scratch, sniff, vomit for 10. The best thing to come from this administration is a law establishing transparent standards for elections. Voter ID, paper ballots, counting on camera, no more. Okay, I can't remember the rest of that, but yeah. I really think this stuff's common sense, in my opinion. I mean, just voter ID. I don't see what the problem is. So, just do voter ID. That's one thing. McCain is not pro-Trump. No, yeah, we know McCain's not pro-Trump, but, like, it would be someone like that. When they say they're going to hire a Republican or someone pro-Trump, it'd be like a Meghan McCain type. They're not actually Republican. They're not actually any of that. They're just whatever McCain is.
They'll probably still criticize Trump over every single thing.
Oh, yeah. It'd just be, oh, she'll defend a Republican like once in a great moon. And they'll call that as a bipartisan person.
As a Trump voter, I can't get behind this, and they'll probably save us for every single thing.
All right.
And it'll have to be a woman because that's obviously what, their thing is.
I think we're
So I
judging
don't
John.
know.
What?
You can say
Yeah,
something.
people are saying about John Curtis. I think we're judging John Curtis too quickly. I think he'd just be a generic Republican. I have bad feelings about him. He's a disaster waiting to happen. Watch, he's gonna suck. He's gonna be a complete disaster senator. He's gonna be awful. He's gonna have like he'll vote with us like half the time or something dumb like that. And name it bipartisanship. That's the type of person John Curtis is. He did that crap in the House. He's just gonna suck even more as U.S. senator because now, yeah, just a scam.
Yeah, I mean, you'll probably have to watch out for him. I mean, he'll vote with Democrats a lot, but like, watch out for like the next Congress because when Democrats probably impeach him,
Yeah.
see what he does. See what he does.
They once offered Candace Owens, but Whoopi Goldberg threatened to quit. Are you serious? They actually offered Candace Owens a spot on The View? I don't believe that.
Yeah, maybe they did, but there's no reason there's no way that's happening
Yeah,
unless
no.
it's probably from one of those like boomer bait news sources. In which case, yeah, don't. That's not real.
Well, it'd just be funny though. It turns out, like, yeah, they actually offered Candace Owens a spot, and it's just like, no. They said no. But why would they offer her a position? Would they know that they would just say no to that? I mean,
Oh yeah, Candace Owens is basically Reuters, so
anyways, he'll be better than Romney because the party has moved much more right wing. He'll be trash, but better than the average Republican senator 10 years ago. We'll see. I
mean,
guess.
at the very least, if he doesn't vote to convict Trump, he's probably better than Romney,
Yeah, I
but that's not saying
guess.
much.
Yeah, that's like saying a pile of crap with chocolate's better. You know, it's not saying much.
I mean, maybe at best he's probably the same tier as like Susan Collins or something like that.
I agree.
But
Yeah.
again, I only give Susan Collins like an E tier just because she's from Maine.
Well, no, I'm fine with Collins because when we need her to vote on something, she votes for it. So I could deal with her. But people like Curtis have no excuse, or Murkowski. Literally no excuse. Like, why? Why does Murkowski have to vote against Trump stuff? Why? She's from Alaska. Hold on. We got breaking news, by the way.
Oh, more breaking news. Oh boy.
More breaking news. It's related to the Trump administration. Breaking: Trump team plans to kill $7,000 tax credit on electric vehicles. That's being reported by Reuters right now. So, it looks like the electric vehicle tax credit's dead. That's what's being reported right now. So,
yeah, we also got more breaking news. Michael Knowles is now finally reporting on Sarah McBride.
What'd he say?
He's just basically telling, I guess, McBride's story.
Oh.
But I mean, that's probably the first big conservative influencer, aside from like Riley Gaines, to actually talk about Sarah McBride. So
they should have, but they didn't.
We are inching closer and closer to Sarah McBride becoming a household name, which he will. He will. Or, well, I guess I got to use the pronouns. He will.
Yeah,
become a household
matter
name.
of time.
Yeah, Sarah McBride will be the face of the Democratic Party, and I think and like I said, I fully believe Republicans got her elected basically without any sort of like opposition on purpose.
Yeah, probably.
Because they knew that McBride would become the face of the party, and it would probably make things even worse. Because I mean, AOC's already the face of the party now, as far as Congress goes. But now you're getting a transgender. And we're not talking Blair White, because Blair White would probably be loved by a lot of MAGA, but that's beside the point.
No one should. Anyways, I'm not gonna say anything.
Here, I'll send the Fred that Michael Knowles posted.
Hold up. We got more breaking news. It looks like. It looks like Tom Tillis running for re-election.
Oh, fun!
Woo,
totally didn't expect that.
Yeah, it's such a big surprise. But no, it's like it sounds like he's announced his re-election bid. I think. Yeah, it looks like Tom Tillis has just announced. I can't find the source anywhere, but Chad is saying they did. So surely Chad's not lying about it. Surely. Yeah, so it looks like Tom Tillis is running again, which not a big surprise to anyone. I mean,
yeah, just I guess watch how he votes during the administration.
Yeah, I mean he's got to vote careful. You can't do
I mean,
anything
like I
dumb.
said, Trump has the whole Senate on a leash, but I think he's probably giving them their first big test with Gaetz and Tulsi, because I think, like I said, I think they might go to a Senate vote first, and then they'll probably get recess appointed after.
Yeah, so that's what I think's gonna happen. Like they're gonna see what these idiots do. Like I think Collins gets some leeway because well it's Maine, but
Well, I mean, they will try to primary out Collins. I no, there's no question about that.
which is dumb. I mean, why try to challenge her? Why? What's the point? What what's the point of challenging Collins? I can deal with her because she's from Maine. And it's not really a Republican state. For some, I mean, did it shift at all Republican?
Um,
Like,
statewide, I think by a couple points, but
that's
even the second
nothing.
district didn't get that much redder.
Yeah, so it's
Like
like,
the second district was still in the likely column.
yeah, it barely moved, barely.
New Hampshire moved more to the right than Maine.
American Nerd for
So,
5. Rap, which of these 2020 tickets sound the best? Vance Youngkin, Vance Rubio, Vance Gabbard, Vance DeSantis, Vance Donalds, Vance Zeldin, or Vance Britt? Either Vance Youngkin or Vance Zeldin. I think those are the two best. Because Rubio, I don't know. Gabbard, I don't think he's ever gonna get a nomination for anything. I don't think so.
Rubio probably makes the most sense, I guess, right now.
I
But
think
I mean,
it's be
I think,
Youngkin.
and I think it works because he does have Hispanic appeal, and I think honestly that probably could be a good thing. I mean, let's be real. I don't think you're going to stop the Hispanic influx of the population,
No, you're not.
regardless.
But even then,
I
I think
mean,
they're shifted right anyways. So
yeah. So I think if you make him the running mate, you basically give him a whole bunch of interview slots on like Telemundo and Univision in Spanish because
he
he's
speaks.
very very fluent in
Yeah, he can
Spanish.
speak Spanish.
Yeah, flawless Spanish.
But
I
I would
mean,
say. Oh, go on. Sorry.
I think him as the running mate, I think that'd be a good idea. He would probably do really well in the suburbs too, which again are also getting more Hispanic, especially Texas.
My take. I actually have a hot take on this one. I really believe that I think Hispanic trends are going to continue anyways. I mean, it turns out Trump only lost Hispanics by 6. So,
Oh yeah, I mean it's going to happen regardless.
yeah. But here's my opinion. I think it makes most sense to pick Youngkin or Zeldin because I really believe we should assault the Northeast. I really believe there's a pathway here in places like New Jersey and Virginia.
Oh yeah,
And
I think Zelda would probably work a lot in New Jersey.
yeah, and Youngkin would help in Virginia. But I think Zeldin, this is a tricky one because Zeldin I think helps more in the entire Northeast, not just New York and New Jersey.
Although if we're talking, I mean, if you want to appeal to Italians, I mean, DeSantis.
I know, but like, I don't know. DeSantis is one of those picks where
Meatball
Meatball
Ron.
Ron. I think Zeldin makes most sense. Zeldin or Youngkin, because Rubio, yeah, he helps with Hispanics. I mean, my hot take is if the trends continue, Republicans can win the majority of Hispanics in 2028 if they're smart, even without Rubio. So,
All right, I gotta head out. I'll be back in probably a few minutes.
all right. But yeah, chat, I'm saying that Youngkin and Zeldin make the most sense. I think they make the most sense for this new coalition. Because you want to expand the map? The easiest pathways be New Jersey and Virginia. I can't believe I'm saying that, but those are the states that we have the best chance of flipping for, more Democrat-leaning states. It's like New Jersey and Virginia and down the line, maybe a state like New York? Maybe? Zeldin doesn't add much with Vance as president. I disagree with that. I think Zeldin does. And I know I'm a little bit biased, but Vance Robinson, no. Robinson should not be the nominee. No. That's a terrible idea. That is a disaster waiting to happen. Do not nominate Robinson. It would end horribly. Please don't. Please. Rubio won Florida by 7, while Trump won by 1 in 2016 because of Hispanics. Yeah, but I don't know. The Hispanic shift is going to happen anyways. That's my take. Is New Jersey the hidden Ohio going forward? I wouldn't say that yet, but I think Republicans, if they're smart, they should make gains there. They should. Jacko Max for 5. How do you see Vance versus the Homelander in 2028? I feel like Swazi's trying to lead the centrist Dems, but will fail because of identity politics. I think Swazi's trying to be the centrist Democrat, but it's not going to do anything. But I think Vance wins the nomination. Right now, unless something crazy happens, how do you stop Vance? How do you stop Vance right now for 28? Dawson Hawkins for 2. What about Vance Kennedy Jr.? Not going to happen. I don't think RFK runs again. I don't think so. And plus, I think he has more influence just being like in the administration. Reasonable to simp for 2. I think Vance DeSantis is a double down ticket. I don't know. I really think Zeldin would make the most sense. Again, I'm a little bit biased with that, but I think it's Vance Zeldin. I like the ticket the most. VP rarely wins a presidency. Yeah, but well, that's not even true. Bush won it. Gore nearly won it. I mean, yeah, there's been some. Yeah, the VPs don't always win it, but I think Vance got the nomination. I think he's got it. Because he's the successor. Trump is going to anoint Vance as a successor. Vance Rubio's a Rust Belt Sun Belt balance. I guess, but I don't know. All right. In 20 years, Alaska and Hawaii will switch. How much did Trump win Alaska by? 15? I don't think it's going to shift that much. I think just 2020, 2020 was a bad year for Republicans in Alaska. I don't think it's going to shift that Democrat. I guess it could in a bizarro world, I guess. But I don't really think so. Did you see the New York Times article of undecided voters who voted for Trump ticket because of Vance? I did. Vance is a reason. Hold on. Let me actually pull this up. New York Times undecided. New York Times undecided voters. Let me find this. Here it is. Okay. I got it right here. So, these are young, undecided voters. And this one voted for Harris, January 6th. Yeah, a white law student. Supposedly voted for Trump. Voted for Harris because of January 6th. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. Voted for Stein, Biden voter. This is the first one that I just laughed at. This guy didn't vote in 2020. He voted for Trump because he decided to vote for him because Kamala went on a certain podcast. Yeah, the podcast we all made fun of, which I'm not going to say here because it's disgusting. But he voted for Trump because she went on the specific podcast. Again, who thought this was a good idea? Who thought this was a good idea to go on that podcast? It turns out people did not like it. This was a young, undecided voter in North Carolina that said, nah, not voting for Harris. Nope. She went on this podcast. Nope, not going to vote for it. Base pierced. Yeah, this is like based. Right here. I voted for Trump. I made the decision after he appeared on Joe Rogan. He just seemed more normal than the other side. And this was a Biden voter. So the Joe Rogan podcast helped. I voted for Trump. This was another Biden voter. It was after realizing that many Democrats only preferred Harris because of her rhetoric and not because of her policy. I voted Josh Shapiro. Wait, hold up. What? There was a Josh Shapiro voter in New York. And I can tell from this picture, this guy looks like a, he looks like someone on election Twitter, doesn't he? He literally looks like someone that's terminally online. Another person that voted for Trump, can't believe it, but I did end up voting for Trump. I made that decision when I saw J.D. Vance's interview with the New York Times. He is the future of the Republican Party. I'm more voting for Vance than I am for Trump. Yeah. These are the people that voted for Trump. People like Abigail from Virginia. They voted for Trump because of J.D. Vance. Look at this. Another one. I voted for Trump. Like Abigail, I was really impressed with J.D. Vance, especially during the VP debate. Yeah. We have a bunch of voters, young voters in particular, that voted for Trump just because of Vance. Guys, J.D. Vance is the future of the GOP. He is 100% the future. Wow. There's more, I think. Someone wrote in Larry Hogan, Mike Bloomberg. I shocked myself and voted for Trump. No one could tell my family. I was so impressed by J.D. Vance, the way he carried himself and how normal he appeared. I think I became radicalized on the men and women's sports issues. So wait, that means of an interview of like 12 people. Yeah, there's 12 people here. Hold on, 12 or 13. Three of them voted for Trump just because of J.D. Vance. Wow. I am shocked by this. I knew there was a couple from this, but you're not talking about just one or two. You're talking about three. 3 out of 13 people that were undecided that chose to vote for either Trump or Harris did it because of Vance. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And those are the ones that you thought about it. What's going to happen at 28? What's going to happen in 2028 when Vance more than likely is atop the ticket? And these are just young voters. These are young voters that were undecided that voted for Vance. That's what they're effectively saying. Idiots swore Vance would have doubled down on the MAGA base when he's actually had the best appeal to moderates and undecideds. A lot of liberals even. The people with common sense were vindicated. Exactly. Vance was the best pick because guess what? He was normal. He's a real person. He's from Ohio. He has a background that a lot of people watched and he heard about, that a lot of people can relate to. And well, it worked. Reasonable to simp for 5. Unreasonable to simps are in shambles over Vance being the future, lol. To simps gotta realize that Vance is more similar on policy than not. Well, exactly. Like, outside of what is maybe like big tech or trust busting, is there a single issue that Vance is really that much different on than, say, DeSantis? I don't know. He articulates a MAGA agenda better than anyone else. Well, yeah, that's another thing with Vance. He articulates the message the best. Trump is pretty good at it, but sometimes, it's Trump. Sometimes he goes off the rails a little bit, but Cameron Fold got for 2. I know this is early, but who should be Vance's VP pick? Again, I think Zeldin. I think Zeldin makes the most sense, but we shall see. Hudson Dean for 2. Have you seen the videos from New Zealand's parliament? Yes, I've seen it. It's stupid. It's very dumb. Very, very, very dumb. The New York Times said Vance made Trumpism more palatable. Well, yeah, another thing. Vance is the one actually articulating the message the best. And it's working. It worked, clearly. Especially with Hispanics, young voters, African-American voters, lifelong Dems. Yeah. And you just keep reading more. There's more Joe Rogan stuff. Yeah. It just, Joe Rogan's interview helped. Both Trump and Vance. And, of course, the VP debate. Very successful. What happened in New Zealand? You got some losers, like, tearing up bills or something because of racism or whatever. It's a waste of time. Just idiots trying to make a name for themselves. Vance should pick Glenn Youngkin. Nothing against Youngkin, but I think he's a second option. I still say go with Zeldin. Go with Zeldin. Gabbard for VP. Again, I don't think people are gonna want Gabbard. There's some people that just don't like her because of the Russia crap. It's stupid, but I don't think she would help much. I don't know. Jacko Max for 2. The beard hoax disproven. Let's go. Give him the beard. What? What hoax? What do you mean by that? Imagine a Vance Trump ticket. Oh, gosh, that's not going to happen, but I don't think Trump, I mean, would Trump just want to do that, just be the VP, just to sit back for 4 years so he can for sure help his voters vote? Did you see that Germany will officially begin the process of banning AFD? Yes, I saw that. Bernie voters love Gabbard. But a lot of those Bernie bros, they've already bailed. They're already voting Trump anyways. So I understand the idea. They're like, yeah, Gabbard does appeal to a certain type of Democrat, but I don't know. I don't know. How about Vance Trump Jr.? No. It is said politicians with beards are bad luck / not peltable. That's bullshit. I thought it's the opposite. I thought it's actually, they actually do better, like Ted Cruz did. After he grew his beard, he actually did better. There's a theory that people will vote for Trump. Okay, yeah, the beard stuff, which I think's wrong, but Gabbard's just fine in the cabinet. Yeah, just DNI, that's good enough, I think. Vance Ayat would be a decent ticket. Ayat's not going to move from that position. She's going to stay there forever. Or as long as she wants it. As long as she wants it. Alright. Imagine Trump grows a beard during the 4 years. He's never going to grow a beard. No way. American Nerd for 2. What would a Vance cabinet look like? Unironically, it might just stay the same. With what Trump's cabinet is, might just stay the exact same. Like, honestly, like, what would change? Maybe there's a couple different picks here and there. Maybe some slight alterations, but I don't know if much really changes. All right. With congestion pricing, is Dems doomed in New York? I think it hurts them bad. For those that don't know, the Democrat Party, they're forcing congestion pricing in New York, and it's going to backfire horribly. And it might kill them. Might kill them. Politically, of course. All right. Yeah, I think Dems are in deep trouble in New York. I mean, how much did Trump lose it by again? He lost it by only 11. Wow, some of these counties are just crazy. He won Nassau, Suffolk. He got 65% in Richmond County, which is Staten Island. 65%. Holy shit. Yeah, that's a pretty big margin. That is a pretty big margin for Trump in New York City. What did he get in Queens again? Yeah, 38%. My gosh. Now it's upstate. If upstate New York actually voted for the Republican, this could be a competitive state. It could be a competitive state. Just you gotta, of course, do better in New York City and Long Island, but you gotta find a way to make up your ground in places like Erie County, just these lean Republican areas. Like, these counties should be deep red, but they're not. The red tech engineer for 5, 5D chess. Trump appoints House Dems to the cabinet so blue seats go vacant. Would any Democrat accept the position? I don't think so. American Nerd for 3. If Zeldin is in the EPA, who will run for New York governor? Michael Lawler. Lawler's running. Lawler's running. Let me pull this up. Let me find this. Michael Lawler. Where are you at? Lawler. Yep, so he's been posting a lot about the congested pricing. Hold up, let me get this up. Where are you at? Here it is. Yeah, so Michael Lawler, I think, is the favorite. If the Republican Party is smart, they just get behind Lawler and be done with it. Governor Kathy Hochul's congestion pricing scheme is nothing more than a massive new tax on working families, daily commuters, college students, and local residents who just want to travel within the city they call home. Frankly, this plan amounts to legalized theft by the governor and a state government that is out of control and out of touch with everyday New Yorkers. Governor Hochul's trying to pick the pockets of New Yorkers to bail out the corrupt MTA's waste, fraud, and abuse. That's shameful. We must put an end to this cash grab. Yeah, I agree with this. I think he's running. I think he's gonna run. Hold on, what's up with Hun Cow? What? People are saying look at Hun Cow. What? Oh, we got breaking news. It looks like another Trump appointment. Hold up. We got breaking news out of that front. It looks like Hun Cow is... It looks like he's the Deputy Secretary of Defense. That's according to Eric Daughtry and Jack Posobiec. Looks like Hun Cow's getting a position. Wow. If that makes sense, Deputy Secretary of Defense? Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah, not Secretary of Defense, Secretary of Defense. It's Deputy Secretary of Defense. I like that. I think that's a really good pick. If that's real. And it sounds like it is real. I like that one. Hun Cow gets a position. I mean, hey, he did, considering it against Tim Kaine, we give him some respect, I guess. Jacko Max for 2028 bench video when need my fix of that goodness. Tomorrow, probably. Probably tomorrow or something. So yeah, Hun Cow is gonna be Deputy Secretary of Defense, and I'm guessing Sam Brown's gonna be VA. I'm guessing Sam Brown or Joe Kent. Waiting for Treasury announcement. We'll be able to tell if we get Jerome Powell out. I don't think we can. I think the guy's a cockroach. Can we get rid of him? Honestly, what's the law on that? Can the president fire the Treasury people? I don't know for sure, but I thought that's a position they can't. They can't, like, just get rid of. I thought it's something they literally have to, like, go through the Senate or whatever. I could be wrong, but let's see. Do you see Sam Brown getting anything? I think he's VA. I think it's Veteran Affairs. That's my take. Right now, I think it's VA. Sam Brown for VA, I agree. Yeah, Sam Brown, I think, makes sense. I mean, obviously, what happened to him. I think that makes perfect sense. He understands what happened. He understands what people go through. I mean, literally got blown up. So, yeah, I think Sam Brown would make the most sense for VA, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Federal Reserve's Trump cannot fire. That's what I thought. So, how do you get rid of him? Do you just, like, go around the Fed and just get rid of it? And just make a new thing? Just say, oh, you got the Fed here? You know what? Let's get rid of it. Let's just abolish the Fed and make something different that Ron Paul runs. Could he theoretically do that? Again, I'm not an expert on that stuff. But I'm actually curious. Could he just go around it and just say, yeah, you know what? The Fed is gone. Get rid of it. It's worthless. And they can't do anything about it. I'm curious. He could order a thing to vote to replace them. Again, I don't know how that works. So, he can pressure them, but they have terms. Damn. Just get rid of them. Just abolish the Fed already. Maybe they could just cut old paychecks to Fed employees and go make something else. Yeah, they might. They might just say, you know what? The Fed still exists. We can't get rid of them. You're out. Get out of here. We don't want to see you again. They might just do that. If they can't get rid of Jerome Powell or whatever, just say, you're gone. We'll just gut the Fed. And what are you gonna do about it? Look how Trump did in Rockland County. Holy smokes! Trump won Rockland by 13? Westchester, you lost by only 27? Wow. Yeah, Trump did very good in Rockland. I mean, that's just wow. He ran it up in Suffolk, Nassau. Yeah. Well, the Supreme Court did say most of federal regulations are unconstitutional. Well, yeah. So, I mean, maybe we pull something. I know it's unlikely, probably not a good idea, but you know what? Screw it. The red tech engineer for 2 and hashtag end the Fed. Yeah, end the Fed. Does anyone honestly like the Fed? Anyone? Honestly, does anyone think the Fed's a good idea? It's done nothing. The Fed has done nothing for years. And, I mean, actually, they've hurt Americans for, 100 years now? Just get rid of them. What about Burgum? I think Burgum's going to get, it's either going to be energy or something tech-related. One of those two. Stephen Howard for 5. Rap, do you think Gaetz will get confirmed? I'm worried after seeing GOP senators reject Trump on the Scott vote. Well, Trump never endorsed Scott. So that's not really a rejection of Trump. Trump, he probably wanted Scott, but he ended up with Thune. Which, by the way, hold up. Let me pull this up. American Nerd for 5. DOD heads for Trump. Pete Hegseth as Secretary of Defense. Hun Cow, Deputy Secretary of Defense. Don Bolduc, Army Secretary. Mike Garcia, Navy Secretary. And APL, Air Force. APL is more useful in the House. Keep her in the House. But Garcia, though, yeah, he has nothing better to do. After he lost, somehow. But yeah, so even then, the recess appointments, that's what Trump's gonna do. He'll just say, you guys go away. Shoo. And that's it. Alright, John Thune. Thune didn't put a... excuse me. So it looks like Trump and Thune are working together right now. Trump put out the statement. Congratulations to Senator John Thune, the newly elected Senate Majority Leader. He moves quickly and will do an outstanding job. This is definitely a very different tune. Remember when Trump called Thune Mitch's bitch? Yeah, now he's saying, oh, wonderful job. John Thune's gonna be amazing. He's gonna be the greatest person ever. And now, 2 years ago, he was calling him Mitch's bitch. So it sounds like John Thune is actually talking with Trump, and they're gonna work on something. Tyler T for 5. If they don't confirm Trump's cabinet, they are getting primaried in 26 either way. Either get on the train or get the F out of the way. Well, some could. John Thune's not up till 28. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, so, and speaking of that, apparently John Thune, he went on the House or the Senate floor today, and he said this, starting with the 1,000 Biden-Harris regulations that have cost Americans nearly $2 trillion, he wants to take a hatchet to the regulatory apparatus and check the bureaucratic machine, excuse me. This does not sound like John Thune. Like, this, if you know who John Thune is, this is not what he sounds like. Like, this sounds like just a completely different person. Now, obviously, he could be talking a big game, but at the bare minimum, at least he's talking about, hey, we got to go after the regulatory state. We got to go after the bureaucratic machine. We have to clean this country up. I mean, listen, this is the John Thune we get, where he's saying stuff like this already. Hey, I'm not against it. Thune replaced by a clone? I don't know. Is this John Thune? Are we sure this isn't like, you know, Josh Hawley or something in disguise? Or like, J.D. Vance? Well, rhetorically, he moved to the right, But we gotta see what he actually does. Will he actually hold the line on the judicial stuff? We'll see. John Thune is like those 2 men outside a dealership. He'll go whichever way the wind is blowing. Yeah, probably. And I think he understands that the Republican Party, this is Trump's party. This is MAGA's party. So he wants to survive. He's got to say stuff like this. Now, will he act? That's the real question. Will Thune actually do something? Reasonable to simp for 2. Could Thune have been playing the long game? Maybe. I don't think that's the case. Maybe he had a change of heart. But maybe he just played the long game. He knew he had to get close to like McConnell to get in this position. Hey, if John Thune is actually good, I'll support it. Again, I'm not a fan of Thune, but I hope I'm wrong. And it sounds like he is actually talking about the right stuff. Now, will he confirm Trump's picks? I think he'll confirm most of them. But can he whip up the support for Matt Gaetz? If he can whip up support for Matt Gaetz, he has my 100% support. Because at that point, it proves that he's actually serious. If he can get Matt Gaetz over the hump, he is serious about this. He's not just pissing around and saying, oh, actually, we're going to talk a big game but do nothing. Going from a leader from Kentucky to South Dakota is pretty funny. It is. He'll stab us in the back. I mean, again, I'm worried about that too. He might do something dumb and that screws us over. But I just have a gut feeling he might not be as bad as we thought. Maybe. Has Bacon said anything major since election night? Let me pull this up. He actually did, I believe. Something very interesting. Don Bacon. And of course, we'll see it. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it, of course. But we just gotta wait and see what happens. And I think he's gonna be better than we expect, hopefully. But we'll see. I thought Don Bacon did say something. Let's see. Bacon has been talking mad shit about Democrats lately. Yeah. He has. Trying to find it. Yeah, I guess it must have been someone else. But I thought he said something about, like, he wants to go after help Trump with stuff. We'll see, though. Having this much hope even in a short amount of time feels wrong. It does. Like, usually it's a bunch of bullshit. But we're actually getting good news. Tyler T for 2. I was referring to the 10 GOP senators with Gaetz. Oh, yeah, so apparently there's some, the 10 that are, yeah, so there's like 10 Republicans that are supposedly, like, not gonna back Gaetz. But I have a gut feeling that Trump's gonna talk them into supporting him. Or at least let Collins do whatever she wants, but just get enough to support it. Will be played for 5. Politics is old transaction. Thune will get something in return for supporting Gaetz. Oh yeah, he probably will. But the question is what? Like, or is this Trump? I just think Trump has so much influence that they can't do anything about it. So, and John Thune might get, like, support from Trump for some candidates, maybe, but American Nerd for 5. Have y'all heard of someone named Sarah Fry? She's a CEO of some kind of farm company, and she's been floated around as Trump's agriculture secretary. I have no clue who that is. So, we can afford to lose 3 senators. Yeah, we can. But get these other bozos in line. If Thune can actually pull this off, he's already 10 times better than McConnell. Can you imagine McConnell in this situation? Oh my gosh, he would do nothing for 5 weeks. Or 5 months. And then they'll say no. Thune, if he proves himself, hey, I'll be wrong about him. RFK will be soon, according to, we'll be getting, hold on, what? RFK will be soon, according to the guy who predicted Tulsi's announcement. Yeah, so Eric Holprin, or Holprin, I should say. Mark Holprin. So, he's the guy that got everything right. In 2024, he had all the sources that were right about everything. And it looks like RFK Jr. will be nominated to Trump's HHS. Which, can he get the votes? That's the first thing. And secondly, I thought it was health czar. I thought he was in control of everything. But it looks like it might be Trump's HHS he might be running. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys think he could get the votes? Shanahan would probably run for something. Oh yeah, Shanahan's running for governor, probably. In California. I support her. If she runs, I support her. So. Collins also confirmed she plans to run for re-election 26. I saw that. So she's going to win, like usual, but we'll see, I guess. They should give him HHS and USDA 2 spots. I don't think you really... I mean, could you? Could you theoretically give someone 2 spots? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Couldn't he just appoint RFK? Oh, he can. But you just want to get confirmed. You want these people to be for sure confirmed so you don't have to worry about it and be done with it. RFK, yeah. RFK Jr. will be the main recess appointment importance, and Gaetz will somehow be confirmed officially. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, RFK is I think RFK is the most difficult one. Because Gaetz, it sounds like there are some people starting to get behind him because Trump's forcing them. But the problem with RFK is you gotta deal with Big Pharma. And especially in the Senate, they have a lot of influence. So unless you could like break the hold of Big Pharma, I don't really know how you get RFK through the Senate. That's why I thought it was gonna be a health czar, where he controlled like everything, but he wasn't actually in an official position. I don't know. I really don't know. I think Trump is going to have a really awful pick because of an agreement with Thune. Maybe it was Rubio? Maybe? Did you see Nebraska change their electoral college rules finally this upcoming session? Wait, did they actually? They did? What? No, I thought they didn't. Why would they? I could be wrong, but I thought they kept it the same. If Thune could get Gaetz and RFK through it, I'll unironically change my ex to John Thune's fan. Yeah, if he could pull that off, listen, I don't care what backroom deal he made with Trump, just let him cook. If he could get Gaetz and RFK through, I don't care. He clearly knows what he's doing. Let's see. Shanahan versus Kamala would be crazy. And I would support Shanahan. I think she would run as an independent more than likely. And I would support her. And I think if the California GOP is smart, they make a deal with her to say, hey, we will endorse you. And if you run as an independent, excuse me. Should we copy the Dems that run fake independents in blue states? Yes. I think we should. Maryland, Connecticut, New Jersey even, New York. Yeah. Give him tax cuts if he does that. Yeah, just give him tax cuts. If that's the thing he made a deal with Trump on, it's like, oh, what they do? Corporate tax cuts. Wow. I'll take it. Apparently, the U.S. Constitution does not explicitly forbid someone from holding multiple cabinet positions. Yeah, it would be highly unusual, though. Like, I don't know how that would work. I guess it's technically possible? Maybe? I don't know. And yep, I saw Collins is running for re-election. It is official. Let me pull this up. Yep. Hold up. Collins. Yep. The DC Examiner has confirmed that she is running for re-election. Well, that's going to be very difficult for Dems to win, by the way. Collins is going to win, I think. It'll be closer than it was in 2020, but I think she'll win. I think they'll win. Citarelli might have a chance in New Jersey, though. He might. He is running a strong campaign. Primary challenger for Lindsey Graham. We don't know on that front yet. We'll wait and see. Any talks of the, I don't know. But the illegal migrants, I don't know. I'm assuming they're going to get thrown, I'm assuming they get deported, I'm guessing. Under Trump's administration, I would assume they're gone, but we'll see, I guess. They'll see. +1 Senate seat. Yeah, I think if Brian Kemp runs in Georgia, that's +1, I think. Because I think Collins holds on. Barely, but California GOP endorsing Shanahan could actually hurt her since Harris could use that against her. They should just agree not to run a candidate. That's true. But the problem is, like, with the GOP, the problem with the main difference between Democrats and Republicans is Democrats, it's all like groupthink. So if they agree not to run someone, no one will run for, like, say, Nebraska. They make sure no one runs for the office, and that's it. The problem with the Republican Party is you can have literally the entire state party, everyone, backing a third-party candidate. Yet for whatever reason, some idiot runs for office and they get the Republican nomination. That's the biggest problem. You have the Republican Party. You have idiots that run for office no matter what. And it screws us over. So, Mr. Nugget for 5. Hearing Hunt Kello being considered for Deputy Secretary of Defense. Yep, I saw that. We did see that. Cornyn's and Bowes will get rid of him. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully they get rid of Cornyn. I mean, there's no reason to keep him now. He's not going to be the majority leader, so just get rid of him. All right. Let's see. Deport them to Venezuela. I don't know about that one. Just deport them. I don't know where, but deport them. Okay. Rap, would Lisa Murkowski change her affiliation to Independent or Democrat? I think she will. I think she's going to. She's going to pull some games and say, oh, she's an independent from Alaska. Give me a frickin' break. I really think Lisa Murkowski's going to change parties. It's a matter of time. I mean, she was talking about that 2 years ago. She was saying, yeah, the Republican Party is too far right. I gotta join the Democrat Party. What? Why? Why do you have to join the Democrat Party? For what reason? All right. What states do Dems need to flip in 2026 to hold the Senate? Hold the Senate? You mean flip or win back the Senate? Gosh, they have to win Maine, North Carolina, Texas. That's 3, and that's not enough. Wait, okay, Murkowski could flip, which I guess that could happen, but if it's +3, it's not enough. They need Iowa. So at that point, you're talking about 4 seats that need to flip. Just have a 1-seat majority. I don't see that happening. I really don't. I just don't see how you see 4 flips in the Senate for Dems. I could see, in a best-case scenario, like 1 or 2. But 3 or 4? Yeah, no, that's not happening. Even then, that's assuming they win Georgia, which I think Kemp would beat Ossoff. I think Ossoff's going to get crushed. Comparatively, I should say. They need Ohio? Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, you need Ohio. But that's going to be a special election, that's right. So, yeah, you need, like, Iowa, Ohio, North Carolina, Texas to flip. That's not going to happen. And then Maine. Thune has proven he is a rhino could do it. What? Imagine Fetterman decides to caucus with Republicans. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Nope. I mean, it could, I guess, in a crazy scenario where maybe they somehow convince Fetterman to join Republicans, I guess. But you need, like, a big change of heart, and I don't see that happening. Hold on, what did Nikki Fried say? What? Oh, what did she say? Hold up. Wrath of Paul for 5. Decision Desk hasn't called the Pennsylvania Senate race yet. What gives? There's a recount. So, Tyler T for 2. I will vote for Grassley's corpse before a Democrat, probably. Oh my gosh. No way. What? What? This is a cope for the Florida Democrat Party. In the middle of a nationwide Democratic collapse, Florida moved 6 points to the left from the 2022 election. It wasn't enough, but it's a start. They're calling this a success? They are calling The Florida results, a success. How much did Trump win Florida by? Oh yeah, only 13 points. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dems are winning. You got killed. You lost by 13. You lost Miami-Dade. You nearly lost Palm Beach. What the hell? You gotta love it. This is the Democrat Party of Florida. They're so incompetent. What the hell? How? How do you do this bad? Just how? Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. This is just pure incompetence. You can't tell with a straight face that the... What? When Miami-Dade flipped, you knew it was Jover. Yeah. This is a massive copy. It is! Yeah, make Nikki Fried the DNC chair, please. Please. Make her the DNC chair. Please, I beg of you. The Republican Party would be so scared of Nikki Fried being the DNC chair. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hell, didn't Rick Scott win by like 13 points also? Hold up. Let's see here. Yeah, he did. Wait a minute. Did he out... No, he didn't. Yeah, Rick Scott won by 13 points. For those that don't know, Rick Scott has never won by more than a point in Florida, ever. Yet he just won by 13 points. Oh my gosh. Lose by 13 instead of 20. Yeah, that's a celebration. Yeah, in a midterm. That was a midterm election and you're celebrating that? Oh, this is just beautiful. The copium from Democrats is absolutely beautiful. This is amazing. Do they actually think this is a success? They lost by 1.3 million votes. I mean, they lost Osceola. Yeah, both Rick Scott and Trump won Osceola. And funny enough, Rick Scott did better there, I guess. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, this is his best performance. But it's somehow actually a success for Republicans. Because, honestly, I don't know. I have no clue how you could say this is a success for the GOP. I don't. Or the Democrat Party. For the GOP, it is. It's a huge success. This is a masterpiece. I don't know, when Republicans aren't scared, that's when we get rhinos. Well, yeah, of course you gotta be on the lookout for rhinos. Like, I'm not saying Thune's gonna be perfect, but if he just keeps to his promises, he's not gonna be that bad. I would hope. Maybe. Surely. We'll see, though. Osceola. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's Osceola. Excuse me. Because of Miami-Dade, that was stronghold for Democrats. Yeah, I mean, Miami-Dade is gone. So if you're a Democrat, how do you win Florida? How? You're losing Miami-Dade. You're barely winning Palm Beach. You're winning Broward and Orange County. Yeah. I don't see how they come back from this. I don't see how Democrats recover. How? I'm just doing more math in my head. You're losing everywhere in Florida. An utter freaking train wreck. But this is why it's actually good news for Dems. It's literally the meme. It's actually good news for Dems. Somehow. Dane flipped, it looks like Dems are from... Dane flipped, it locks any Dems out of statewide office. Yeah. It locks them out of office forever. They can't win anything. How do you win Florida without Miami-Dade? You just can't. I mean, I guess you could, like, run it up in Orange County, maybe. Even that's not enough. That is not enough to magically bring back Florida as a competitive state. Just utterly pathetic that this is the cope. It was actually a success compared to everyone else. No, it wasn't. It was a disaster. All right. Let's see. Just look at how much Hillary won Miami-Dade by. Yeah, it was like D plus 30. Now it's R plus 12. Yeah, it's over. Democrat Party of Florida is just dead. It's dead on the side. There's no coming back from it. Yeah, it's over. Let's see. Miami did actually move to the right of 2022 also. Sure, it was only 0.2%, but it's still crazy. Yeah, it moved to the right from 22. Wow. Wow. So you not only lost Florida, by the way, you also lost Texas for good. Texas just reversed old trends. I mean, the fact that they barely won Harris by 5 points, Fort Bend by 2, Dallas by only 22. I mean, Texas is gone. Texas and Florida are gone for Democrats. And you could argue states like Arizona and Nevada look pretty bad for Dems also. An utter disaster for them. This is pathetic. Rap, how would Blake Masters do if he runs for governor? He's not running again. I wish he would, but I don't think he will. I just don't see how they win. Don't see it. He runs again. I don't think he can. Did you say that the biggest run-up in Texas was since Romney or something? Yeah. This was the best performance for any Republican since Romney at the presidential level. Which still just, wow. That's just crazy to think. One poll makes liberals think they can win Iowa. That's true. Stark County. Yeah, I can't go to Stark County. Trump plus 16. Hidalgo, Trump plus 3. They barely won Jim Hogg and Brooks. The entirety of South Texas we've run in 2 years. Even though they've barely won Bayer, they did awful in Travis. I mean, this is just bad. It's not just they did better in, like, Houston and called it a day. No, Trump ran it up everywhere in the state. Trump really squashed any hope of blue Texas, but also lost a lot of liberals from fleeing to, yeah. So, let me read that again. Trump literally squashed any hope of blue Texas. Yeah, and on top of that, a bunch of Democrats from Texas, they're moving to Colorado. Same thing with Florida, same thing with Arizona and Nevada. All these swing states, they're just all going back to Colorado. All the Democrats, they're just fleeing all these red states into one Democrat state in Colorado. Thank you so much for that. Harrison awful in El Paso. Yeah, she only won it by 15. That's like a 20-point shift. Harrison awful in El Paso. Yeah, she did. Collin County, yeah, Trump plus 11. Just, he ran it up in the suburbs. My goodness. Remember when everyone said that Vance or Trump was going to lose, like, Tarrant by 5? And then he was going to lose, like, like Collin County? Houston was within 5. Montgomery was Trump plus 46. Jesus. This is why state abortion bans are good. Make them fear living there and get them to move. Yeah, that's why I'm saying get abortion bans through. Not because of course, because it saves lives, but also forces Dems out of Texas. They leave because they're so scared about abortion. It's like, really? How did Trump do in Austin? He almost cracked 30%. Holy shit. He won Williamson. I can't get over that. Harris performed bad in Harris County. Yeah. The one county, which by the way, Harris County was the one county that she did a rally in Texas in. The one county. It was Houston. And she won by only 5 points. Oh, it's beautiful. Isn't it? Isn't it beautiful how bad this is? Dem should run Harris or Whitmer or AOC in 2028 for real. They should. I agree with that. They should run any of them. All right. San Antonio City, that's literally 60-70% Hispanic. Harris only won by 10. Yeah. It wasn't even by 10. It was within 10. Just wow. Wow. There are no positives in Texas. Even Lubbock shifted right. Lubbock, I should say. Oklahoma. How did Oklahoma City vote? Yeah, Trump plus 2. Yeah, it was a red wave. This was a clear red wave. It was a Trump mandate. Actually, it was a Trump wave, I should say. But all right, everyone, I think that's it. If anyone got more questions, concerns, comments, or any more Super Chats, begin sending them now. Last call is for Super Chats, folks. Last call is for Super Chats. Again, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, join the channel. Again, we're trying to reach 25,000 subs before December 31st. All right, 25,000 subs. Get out and subscribe. Share with your friends. Just subscribe if you can. Share with your friends. Make people subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get 25,000 subs before December 31st. I think we can do it. And, yeah. All right. Again, 25,000 subs. We're only what? 300 plus away? That's nothing. I think we can do that. I think we can absolutely accomplish only 300 subs in a month and a half. Pff, that's nothing. Hey, Rap, remember Blue Sippy and Blue Louisiana, Blue Kentucky? The Dems thought for some reason that they were competitive there. Yeah. Yeah, Trump, they thought they were going to win all those states, and they got crushed. They got crushed. Reminder, Pritzker's also... What? What about Pritzker? Let's see. As someone from the Rio Grande Valley, the flip between 2016 and 2024 is nuts. Yeah, I don't think anyone expected this. Like, I knew Trump was going to win, like, Stark County, but not Hidalgo or Cameron or, like, yeah. I didn't think these were going to flip. Didn't think it was going to happen. But, alright, everyone, we'll see you guys in the next stream, video, or wherever you see me at. Godspeed.